grab onto your seats because Chris Pratt and his intergalactic team of heroes are returning yet again with the third and final installment of Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare yourself to ride a roller coaster of emotions because this one is definitely going to be a sad one, much like Avengers Endgame was. So make sure you have a box of tissues handy just in case. Here's what fans should expect from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, is it coming anytime soon? Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has apparently started filming well before the acclaimed 2023 release date. Although they're taking their sweet time with it, and we just can't wait to watch it already. After insisting that the threequel would be delayed yet again, James Gunn stated that filming on the third installment had started back in November 2021. To commemorate the occasion, we even got a cast reunion shot on social media with all the characters that we'll be seeing in the threequel. The whole behind-the-scenes controversy of Gunn's dismissal and rehiring is now long gone, with the director now hyping up the completion of the threequel by promising that it'll be focusing more on distant galaxies and planetary systems in the universe than they did in the previous movies. He's even revealed that the soundtrack for the movie is ready. But where is it, Mr. Gunn? Please make it public because we like to dance to it like Baby Groot dances in the ending sequence of Volume 1. This news indicates that things are well in order for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. In October 2021, Disney moved the release schedule for every future Phase 4 film, but the threequel remained unchanged, which is probably for the better because we would have started protesting if they hadn't at least left them alone. Hopefully this continues to hold out, and we'll be fortunate enough to see it in theaters in May 2023 without any major setbacks like the James Gunn scandal, which we'll get into in a bit. Hold your horses. In the meanwhile, enjoy the upcoming news we're about to share with you. Adam Warlock has arrived. Finally, it's about time we saw Adam Warlock's arrival in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After being teased all the way back in the post-credit sequence of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in 2017. 5 years. We're not too thrilled to be bamboozled like that, but oh well. The sequence portrayed Aisha, the High Priestess of the Sovereign extragalactic race, discussing how to defeat the Guardians after they bamboozled her like the MCU did us. Aisha informed the other Sovereigns about the birthing chamber in the room and how it was the next phase in their evolution, most likely referencing Adam Warlock from the comics, who was portrayed as the perfect being. Really? We'll be the judge of that. Throw some teasers our way. Given Adam's history of holding the Infinity Stones in the comics, many fans speculated that he might appear in Avengers Infinity War or Endgame as a core component of the Infinity Saga. But to our surprise, the MCU had other plans. To defend the stones, Adam founded an organization called the Infinity Watch. In the source material that came together to bring down Thanos, which quite frankly would have been a better narrative. Adam was absent from both films, with the Avengers instead traveling through time to collect all the stones and subdue the Mad Titan, with Iron Man's snap at the end of the Infinity Saga. Boring. Who is Adam Warlock? In the comics, Adam seems to have blonde hair, a radiant golden complexion, and sparkling eyes. Psychic abilities, superhuman speed, superhuman endurance, and the capacity to control energy are just a few of his many abilities. He is the perfect being, after all. Gunn confirmed the news about Poulter by inviting him to the Guardians family, indicating that we'll surely see him in the threequel portraying Adam Warlock. The actor expressed his gratitude for being accepted into the Marvel family, saying that everyone he's met has been amazing and that he's happy to be a part of a series that he considers to be one of the most innovative and original in the MCU. You better. We'd kill to be Adam Warlock as well. Poulter also said that he's been consuming a ridiculous amount of protein shakes and has been working out like a beast in preparation for his Marvel character, which isn't a surprise considering he's going to be playing the perfect being. Okay, we'll stop now. We've made our point about how ridiculous that sounds. If his training is anything like Kumail Nanjiani's for his role as Ringo in the Eternals, he'll be absolutely ripped for the part. As exciting as the news of Adam Warlock's is, there's another new actor who's going to be joining the franchise. While on the set of Peacemaker, the actor told The Hollywood Reporter that he was shook when Gunn contacted him about a role in the upcoming Guardians project. He couldn't provide many specifics about his character, but he characterized him as a strong and sophisticated personality. It only makes sense that he's playing Beyonce. Get ready, guys. Beyonce is coming. No, we're kidding, of course. Gunn didn't want to let go of one of the greatest artists he'd ever worked with after working with him during the production of Peacemaker. So we offered him the part that every high high-profile actor in Hollywood wanted. Iwuji's character will be joined by the returning actor Sylvester Stallone as Stakar Ogurd, who fans have been asking more of. Ask and you shall receive. Next, Stakar Ogurd is making a comeback. Stallone shared videos of the face duplicating process on Instagram on November 12, 2021. He wasn't specific about what project he was working on in his caption, but the photo was uploaded shortly after production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 started, so anybody can put two and two together. It's not really rocket science. You can't hide things from us. A few days later, he shared a behind-the-scenes shot of himself in his outfit, which Coulter Crave reposted, but has since been removed from the actor's profile. As if that's gonna change anything we already know. Like most other MCU projects, the movie will most likely be kept a secret, which is probably the reason why he removed the picture he shared. What will the screenplay be like? Karen Sheila Gillan, who portrays Nebula, claimed that both she and Pom Alexandra Clementif, who portrays Mantis, had an emotional reaction to the screenplay. They reviewed everything in the same room as each other, and afterwards, they looked at one another and were filled with overwhelming emotions. Or at least that's what they reported it was like, implying that the film will be on a very intense emotional level. According to the two actresses, the audience will start to understand more about the various personalities on a much deeper level than ever before. Gillan has stated that she looks forward to exploring Nebula after the horrors of Thanos. She also mentioned that this film is Gunn's best work with the Guardians yet, and therefore it's smart, emotional, and humorous simultaneously, which is exactly what moviegoers want from a film, and luckily that's an area that the MCU shines in. According to Gunn, the screenplay has been given a lot of thought. He's been tinkering with it in subtle ways throughout the years. The franchise has essentially kept the same narrative since the first installment, so it's probably going to be a fresh breath of air. This time, the movie will be more like an emotional roller coaster for fans. Pratt also promised a sensitive, emotional, humorous, crazy, and challenging sequence on the first day of filming, and remarked that the whole team basically nailed it this time around. He expressed gratitude for being directed by his buddy James Gunn, and promised that the film would be well worth the wait. The Hollywood special is linked to the threequel. The special is produced and directed by Gunn and is scheduled for release on Disney Plus sometime toward the end of 2022, around the holidays. According to Gunn, the Christmas special will be less than 40 minutes long and will serve as a prequel to the third film. It's apparently related to the threequel because it's about the Guardians, so you'll learn things you need to know before watching the third installment. Smart move on their part to keep the hype alive. The marketing team for the MCU definitely deserves a raise. Will this be the last Guardians movie? Yes, this is probably the last time the Guardians will all be seen together. It'll be a huge release, and it won't be anything like what people may think. According to Gunn, he intends for this film to focus on the characters, the plot, and provide the closure that the audience deserves. It has been a difficult journey to get where we are with the franchise, but the obstacles have only added to the joy of these final moments. While Guardians of the Galaxy has long been regarded as one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's foundations, it has subsequently been placed on unstable grounds. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you enjoyed our content, please smash that like button, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this.